Hello, Dave Gandarillas here. It's Sunday, October 16. It's time for episode 3 of a video series that I'm putting together for you guys to allow you to learn the skill set to take you from a newbie online marketer to a seasoned online marketer. As you can see, I'm on social media, Facebook. If you find me on social media, Facebook, and you click on my banner, I'll take you to my portfolio. This portfolio I put together to have everything in one place to show you, to highlight the opportunities I'm currently building teams and generating income and assisting others to achieve their goals. So certainly take a look at this. If it's something interesting to you, or if you have any questions, connect with me on social media, comments, email, Facebook. Just reach out to me and I'll share additional information to you. So again, this week we're going to talk about linear income versus residual income. So before I get started, there's going to be a lot of content on some of these slides. I'm trying to keep this to 15 minutes, so I'm not going to read word for word from these slides. I'm going to just try to keep myself on a pace to get through this in 15 minutes. You're welcome to pause this video to digest this information at your convenience. Take your time, maybe do some Google searching to dig in a little further. Certainly, if you have some questions or something that you'd like more information about, put it in a comment. I'm considering starting a Facebook group, private group for everyone that's following this series. Maybe it's a good way for us to have an open dialogue to maybe dig into some of these topics in more detail. I'd like to see what your feedback is on that. I'm not going to do it unless there's some interest in that. So certainly please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on that. Okay, so basically linear income we are typically all used to. It's a 9 to 5. You get an hourly rate. You work so many hours and you get paid for those hours you work. Now you may have some vacation time. You may get some matching from your employer for savings. But typically linear income, you work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. Residual income, on the other hand, you do work. You do develop a team, develop a repeatable system that's simple that people can go and do after you've taught them. They just drive down the organization and continue to replicate that effort. Now, there you're basically not trading time for dollars anymore. You're actually moving over to something called leverage. You're leveraging the efforts of everyone that you have on your organization to do what you're doing, and with the little pieces of profits that you make on their commissions, you generate yourself an income. It's not a get rich quick scheme, and you're gonna have to work. There is a journey that you're gonna do. It's not just you do this opportunity and all of a sudden you're gonna make $1 million. It's not the case. Anyone telling you that, they're lying to you. So please just be ready to be open. Take the time to learn, self-develop yourself, find some people to follow. Certainly reach out to me with questions. I look forward to assisting you. It's my way of giving back to everybody and assisting them, providing some service and value to you. So certainly take advantage of that, and as long as you're open to suggestions and you're not closed and feel like you're going to just do what you're going to do, then you're going to have to just figure it out on your own. Next slide. This kind of lays down an overall snapshot of what the differences are. So basically, like I've said, you work once, you get paid once, trade time for money, and you're stuck in a rat race of running to work, coming home, traffic, travel, going to conferences that you don't really want to be at, all those kind of things. As opposed to residual income, you work once hard, you continue working, but maybe at a slower pace. You get paid many times. You trade, many times trading leverage for money, and you create financial freedom. You have the time to go on vacation and not worry about, are you going to get fired when you come back from vacation, or if someone's going to take over your job, all those kind of things. So there's a lot, and actually the conferences that you're going to go to, you're going to want to go to. It's something that you're interested in, something that you want, and it's your benefit. It's benefiting you. So a lot of times, you'll still travel, you'll still, go places, but you'll want to be there. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm not going to go into all the details, but basically, there's nothing wrong with linear income. People typically continue working their jobs when they're doing these online opportunities in the evenings, part-time on a part-time basis, building it up. And then once they hit that point where they're making as much as they're making or more part-time in the evenings that they're doing at their full-time job, then they have a tipping point where they have to decide it's an opportunity cost now, right? You're working and it's stopping you from making more on your online business because you're working and you don't have enough time in a day to actually scale it up higher. So, some people, if they're working full time, 9 to 5, and they're doing this opportunity part time, they may switch the roles. Maybe they'll make their online opportunity full time and then continue working in some other job part time. So, there's always different ways to go about it. Again, the outsourcing to China is, driving down costs and lowering wages, and then managers get their bonuses based on keeping costs down, and they're getting their increases and all for keeping the cost of the company for all the people underneath them low. Here's a visualization of um, how much you would need to have in the bank or in some type of investment that's earning you 3% annually, and how much of an annual salary you'll get from having that. So you can see, to make 11,000 a year, you'd have to have 375,000 in the bank or in some type of investment that's earning 3% to get you that annual salary. Now, that's equating to making $1,000 a month in a residual income um, opportunity, either real estate, online business. If you generate enough commissions where you're making $1,000 a month, that's equal to having that kind of money in the bank. So I just want to convey to you like how much leverage these online opportunities are really giving you, because it's very easy to generate $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, even if you get up to 3,000, somewhere in between these two. Look, you'd have to have almost $1 million in the bank or in some type of investment earning 3% to give you that type of annual salary. So online marketing, internet marketing, affiliate marketing, you're really leveraging your time and effort to make money a lot easier than you would if you have to try and save this. I mean, how many people can say they have $1.8 million in the bank? Not many. Not many people that are working 9 to 5 have that. So it's very important for you to understand this. Certainly ask any questions you have, like I said, in the comments. Now, the next 4 slides is going to just kind of talk about residual income. Um, you know, yeah, so I'll just let you kind of read that through that one. This one is basically just highlighting that there's some of the people that are really rich and making some good money and doing things good in the world believe in referral marketing. Warren Buffett, Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins, is, most people know him by Tony, Donald Trump, and Robert Kiyosaki. So basically, they all love referral marketing as a stream of income, and I think Robert Kiyosaki says the richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else looks for work. So that's kind of saying everything in one sentence there about the leverage you can do by having a network. Yeah, so just kind of, oh yeah, so the important thing here is a business that advertises, right? They're sending out an advertisement to everybody, and they're casting that net. And maybe 1%, 2%, 5%, or so many people will see that advertisement and go out and buy their products. The difference between real farm marketing is these companies are not spending high money dollar values on advertising, as opposed to having an army of people that they've built as a like consultants that are going out there and sharing these opportunities, and they're not paying them any kind of advertising costs, and they're not paying them anything unless they have a sale. So they're saving a lot of money in the big business aspect of just not spending a lot of money on ads and only having a certain percentage actually buy. They're getting 100% probability of a sale, and they're only paying when the sale happens. So think about that. There's a lot of money being saved from the company to allow them to just use people like me and you to go out there and share this with people. And unless we make that sale, we don't get paid. So there's no loss. It's really really cool for the company. There's no risk. Um, so again, referral marketing is natural. You go see a movie, go out to dinner, you like what you see, you like what you eat, you're going to tell that to your friends, right? You're going to post it on Facebook, you're going to do things. It's the same thing with this any opportunity you get involved with. It shouldn't be a sales pitch. You should just be excited about what you're doing, sharing with people, talking conversational wise, building rapport, connecting with people, talking about life, and just kind of like presenting these opportunities just in the flow of conversation. It should be natural, and that's a skill set you have to develop to allow yourself to present it, so you don't come across as a salesman, a used car salesman. Like I hate the car salesman. You go in there and they just all over you, and oh, let me see what I can do. It's like you don't want to be that way. You want to be natural. You want to just people be comfortable in front of you. You got to have them trust you and work with you, and just believe in you. So once they do all that, buying the product or buying the service that you're offering them to allow them to generate their own income if they're interested comes easy. The hardest part is making sure, building the following, building the relationships with people, and not hiding behind the computer screen. Okay, so here's a little test here. Would you rather have $1 million right now, or would you rather have a penny that you could double every day for 30 days? If you know this already, you're going to say the penny is the better deal. Most people would just say the $1 million. They look for the right now. I want it right now. That's it. I want it. But if you double a penny every day for 30 days, you'd actually have $5.3 million. So that's kind of like the average person today. They want it now. They want immediate gratification, and they don't consider the fact that if they actually put the time and effort in and build something over a 30-day, 90-day period multiple times for a couple of years, they'll have that much more money in the long run. So it's like looking forward, building a legacy, all those kind of things. You got to really put yourself in a mindset as opposed to say, hey, I'll just take that $1,000 today. Now, if you're trying to pay bills, sometimes you're in that reactive mode instead of, big picture, what you want to do in the long term. So something to consider. These are sources for different ways of earning residuals. Real estate investing, rental properties, intellectual property that you get licensing and royalties for, songs. All these kind of things are different sources of residual income that you may not realize that's what it is. So I just want to make sure that you realize that this is not so different. It's just a different way, but it's already there. It's already part of the way people do business in this world. This slide right here, you're going to pause the video and go back and forth. This is just meant for you to kind of have a description of what the next slide is about. So I'm going to skip over this for now, but certainly go back and forth between these two and make sure that you understand the next slide. And the point of the slide is to show how important and how great residual income is. So again, here, this is linear income. You're working, getting paid, boom, either you retire, something happens, you stop working, you stop getting paid. Here's residual income. It takes time to build your organization, your team, and you're going to hit that crossing point, that pivot point that I mentioned, that you're going to have an opportunity cost, and you're going to have to decide if you want to go make that your full-time job, or you're going to have a decision to be made. But the point is, when you decide to stop working, in the opportunity or the business that you have, you're still going to earn a steady state source of income, even when you stop working. And it might actually trickle upward if you've built a good depth and team and you've made it so that they can do replication of your efforts. Now, that's all I'm going to really be able to talk to now because I'm already at 14 minutes and a half, and I'm stopping at 15. But suggest subscribe to my YouTube channel, connect with me on Facebook, put a comment, share this with people that you know. Let's get a conversation going. Hope you took some value from this. I hope you take some time and really digest what I've had here and ask some questions. I do look forward to having you join my team, look at my portfolio, see if something's interesting. But for sure, connect with me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, take care.